The poles just had another shift and are actually fracturing. Massive amounts of electrons hitting the planet. Looks like Nibiru is close. What can you tell us? What can we really expect?
Oh, Carol. What can we really expect? I've been telling you what we can really expect. Um, as I've shared with you, whenever the shifts, the physical poles move, they're going to assist. That's why everybody's here. And what they're going to do is they're going to help roll the planet very gently to where it needs to realign itself magnetically, okay? And there will be movement of the oceans, but the point is to minimize it as much as possible. But they can't minimize it completely because when the earth shifts, when she changes herself, there's a reason for it. As we change our consciousness on the planet, she changes her consciousness as well. Remember, it's a symbiotic relationship. We all have to be on the same page. Otherwise, if we're at each other, if we're clashing, our frequencies are clashing, one of two things happens. The planet doesn't make it, or she retaliates and removes the threat herself. Well, right now, humanity is very environmentally aware. We are more and more becoming consciously aware of the planet and the fact she's a living organism. But we need help with this one because we have not been prepared by our governments for this change. You know, as I have said before, the cabal, their plan was to let an act of God, nature, take out most of humanity. That isn't going to happen because that was genocide. Okay, that's what that plan was. That plan was genocide on the cabal's part. That shit don't fly, and it isn't going to fly. So we're just going to have to see. Excuse me. I know the magnetic poles will go first. They typically do. Then we realign ourselves. Our poles are moving, the magnetic North Pole is moving very quickly towards Siberia. We've talked about this throughout the whole webinar series, that this was coming and that it was happening. Okay, it seems to be picking up some speed here in the last 5 months. Carol, we're just going to have to see. It's one of the reasons why I live in Colorado, so I don't have to worry about not losing beachfront property. I think it's going to be okay. I think we are going to lose some coastlines for several years. In some places, it may be permanent. But you know, humanity is remarkable in its ability to rebuild and to be adaptive. We adapt very, very well once we get out of our own way and we just focus on what it is we have to do. And we take care of business. Okay? Once we are committed to an idea, we're all about it. And we make it happen. So we'll have to see. At the moment, that's the only way I know because I don't know how this is all going to play out yet. The entire thing has always been fluid. But humanity isn't going to perish. That's just not in the cards. It's simply not in the cards. So I don't have any concerns about that. I would think, if I were to guess, that humanity would be given at least 30 to 40 days notice to move at least 150 or more miles from the coastline. And in most places, that's probably doable. So that's what I think is going to happen. And I know you're out there in California. There's, you know, you might want to look at some mountain property up there. Just saying, you know.